What is up? What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Alrighty, we about to get up in this thing. I'm starting a new thing. Voicemails, taking your voicemails. You can call in, leave a voicemail, and I will put some on the show. I will answer questions, let you have your say, do all the things. Right now, I think my phone system like cracked up a little bit. It's not like exactly working right, but it was working earlier, so I got some cool voicemails. Got some good voicemails. All right. And I'm excited to share them with you and to answer some questions, dive into some topics. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you about Quick Trip real quick. They got a Coca-Cola scratch game going off, all right? Scratch daily and your Quick Rewards account for a chance to win a 2022 Chevy Tahoe, baby. Earn extra entries to play when you buy future Coca-Cola products and take out home meals with Quick Rewards. Earn an extra. No, hang on. Let me start this over here. Earn an entry toward the grand prize 22 Chevy Tahoe every time you play, plus the chance to win extra grand prize entries, bonus points, or coupons from various vendors. All right, I am not good at rating people. All right, but also Quick Trip. They have a podcast coming out. I think it's called the Quick Cast. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. It's gonna be a good time. So be sure to check that out. But yeah, you can win a 2022 Chevy Tahoe from Quick Trip. We're just giving away vehicles over here. They gave away a Corvette not that long ago. But anyways, let's get into this thing. Let's get right up into this thing. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. And I appreciate you. Let's check out the chat real quick. Before we get to the voicemails, what is up? What is up, Andy? How you doing today? We're having a good time over here. But yeah, and also if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure to hit the follow button if you're not already. You know what I mean? We'll get to a few comments over here in the chat, and then we'll get to these voicemails because there's some stuff to talk about. You know, we're in the off season, but there's some stuff to talk about. What is up? You left me 4 messages. I'm sure I got at least one of them in there. But yeah, first time call. I'm waiting for someone to say it. First time, long time listener, first time caller. You know what I mean? We're gonna get this voicemail thing working real good. It was working all day, but then like I tried to change the message to make it like better. You know what I mean? And then I think I screwed up. And then you had to leave. Like you had to press 0. I don't know if that's how it was the whole time. I don't know. But I think that this call-in show voicemail is much better because I don't have to worry about trolls coming in just yelling out stupid stuff if I do a live call-in thing. And I think eventually I'm probably gonna go to the live thing. But I think that to start out, go to the voicemail thing, maybe mix it up a little bit, take a few live calls. But I think the voicemail thing is pretty cool. But anyway, but before we get into this, because this is a topic that no one through the voicemail mentioned. So I want to talk about this real quick. The XFL and the NFL have they're like collaborating a little bit. You know what I mean? They're joining forces. The XFL and the NFL joining forces, baby. I don't think it. The XFL does not want to be, or it does not plan to be like a minor leagues for the NFL, but they are going to test out some stuff like rule changes, referees, I think stuff, some health, safety situations. So like they're definitely probably getting a check from the NFL for this, but they're going to test out some stuff like that the NFL might try later on, you know what I mean? But I think it's interesting. The XFL, NFL coming. I obviously the NFL doesn't see the XFL as a competition. You know what I mean? Because the NFL is doing all right. Ain't nobody taking that spot from the NFL. But I do think it's interesting. What's up, Iowa Joe? How you doing? I had a couple. I'm not too deep right now. But we're having a good time. What's up, Tim? How you doing? I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I that is like what it is, Joe. I think he says the NFL wants to learn from XFL mistakes or no. I think that's what it is. Like as far as rule changes, they could like have the XFL do it. They can watch the tape, that they can see how it goes, and then they can see like how it works. Obviously, I think the XFL and the NFL, like when the XFL first started, they had crazy different rules. They were like, "Oh, we're the extreme league, and like we're not gonna have fair catches and stuff." Remember way back when the WWE had it? And then I think now they're gonna try to adapt closer to the NFL, try to be closer. I think that will work a lot better. And then, they can test out some stuff in the NFL so that the NFL can be like, "All right, that didn't work." You know what I mean? So, that's what I think. We got, Michigan versus Wisconsin, Mitch wants to talk about. He says, about the fight, Wolverines coach Juwan Howard suspended 5 games for the brawl per reports. Yeah, I just saw that he got suspended. I got a few voicemails about this. I chose one because I definitely want to dive in on that. But, yeah, that was a situation. And I think a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people are they're like, "Well, he started it." That's what that's what Dewan Howard said. He said, "He started it." So, like, my thing about it, I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna get into this voicemail and I got someone, you know, I wanna let them have their say. I forget the exact voicemail, but I know that we got one. But that is an interesting little tidbit that he was, suspended 5 games. I think that just came out. I just saw it on Twitter not too long ago. So, like, 5 games, that is for the rest of the regular season. So, like, I you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a punishment. Like, I don't think the guy should be, like, condemned. He slapped a dude, you know what I mean? But also, I think he should a little accountability wouldn't hurt you know what I mean? Little accountability, you know what I mean? Iowa Joe says, "I wish they would come up with a minor league system for the NFL. I think it would help out a lot of younger guys develop." That they used to have that. They used to have, like, NFL Europe way back when, and, a lot of guys that come up through that. I think the XFL before the XFL got, whatever done, they had some guys coming up through the XFL. There's gonna be a lot of guys who come up through the XFL. That's just what it is. I just don't think that they wanna be known as, like, the league that, but there's gonna be guys, if you can't make the NFL, you go to XFL, show your stuff, put it on tape, and then maybe you make it in the NFL, you know what I mean? I think that's definitely gonna happen. Yeah, Tim says, "That's true, it could just, use for experiments for the NFL." I think that's exactly what it's gonna be, like, we've seen rule changes in the NFL that were horrible. Like, this taunting rule, I think, is ridiculous. Those are rules that they could test out in the XFL and see that they're trash. Like, maybe we shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I think that the XFL that I wish it was here now. First of all, I'd love to watch football in February. I think that's when they plan on starting. So that'll be next year. Jim says, Packer fans watching from Kansas. I hope our draft is decent this year and go Pack go. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in, man. And I do want to get on some draft smart people. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a good draft guy. I don't watch a ton of college, so I'm not the best person to talk about the draft. But we definitely got to talk about the draft. So I definitely want to bring on some people over here. Let's see what Tim has to say. Don't start none, won't be nothing. That's how I see it. Well, the thing is like the Wisconsin guy started it, all right? According to them, because he touched his arm. So then he slapped another dude. Like, if that's what they're saying, don't start none, won't be none. Well, then you got a problem with this man, then take it up with this man. Don't wait for a crowd to get between you and then slap somebody else. To me, that's a punk move. And I'm not gonna act like I'm Johnny Badass or nothing, because I don't fight like that. You know what I mean? Uh that's exactly what it is. He wants to see the manager. Like, I think it's the most whiniest excuse ever. He started it. I didn't start it. But, like, dude, if you were face to face with a dude, right? He touched your arm, you didn't like it. I get that. He was trying to walk by, he didn't want to shake his hand, whatever. So he touched his arm, tried to explain to him because he said, "I'll remember that." I always think it's funny when people say that. Like, when you do something like, "I remember that." It's like Friday. Remember it, write it down, take a picture. I don't care. That's not the exact quote, but it's the clean show, people. But so then he was trying to explain why he called the timeout. Like, why are you pressing in that situation? Like, the game is over. You lost. There's not a lot of time on the clock. But you press them, right? You press the backups. The backups are in. So you press them. So then the ball gets thrown out of bounds. He calls a timeout because there's only 4 seconds to get the ball down court. He didn't want to put his guys in the situation. Calls a timeout to get to 10 seconds, and he's mad about it. If you don't want a timeout called, don't press the backups. And then, like, you're face-to-face with dude, right? You're face-to-face with dude, and you don't slap him then. You wait for everyone to get in the middle. He's not even there no more, and you slap somebody else. To me, that's not tough guy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not a tough guy. I'm not out here slapping people. I don't want to get slapped. I ain't trying to slap. I'm not part of the slapping situation. You know what I mean? But like, I just think the whole thing is stupid. But 5-game suspension, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not trying to like cancel the dude or nothing. But I think he should be accountable. Like, not even like punishment wise, but he should just man up and be like, all right, maybe he shouldn't have went out slapping people. You know what I mean? I'm a professional. I'm coaching kids. Maybe I shouldn't be slapping people out here. But I don't think they both should be fired. I see some of they both should be fired. I think dude, the Wisconsin coach like touched his arm. Like, it wasn't like he provoked it. He was trying to talk to me, touch his arm. That doesn't lead to a slap, especially not a slap to another dude. You want to slap that dude, but like you slap him then. Why wait for people to get in the middle? And then you get all mad and then you start slapping people. It's not even the right person that you're mad at. You know what I mean? Andrew says, yo, Matt Ramage, how goes it? And what do you think Tom Brady coming back? I keep seeing posts about it. I do not think Tom Brady is coming back. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think. I think he retired. I think he thought hard and long about like throughout the season. I think he made his decision. I don't think that he's gonna like flake out about it. And maybe the season comes around and he wants to play, but I just don't think so. I think he's been in the league long enough. Like, he was in the league long enough to see Brett Favre do his back and forth thing. I think a lot of people like learn from that. I don't think that they want to do that. Like, retire, unretire. I think that he retired. I think he'll stay retired. But like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion on that. What's up, Mark? How you doing today, bud? That's exactly it, bro. Brad says Matt's a lover, not a fighter, and that's exactly it. I ain't about that life. I'm 42 years old and I'm fat. When I was like skinny and somewhat in shape, I wasn't a fighter then. Then I was a runner. Now I switched over. I'm a lover because if you can't run, you gotta do something. Because I know I ain't fighting. You know what I mean? But let's get to a few more of these, and then we'll bring in these voicemails over here. Think the USFL will be any good this year? I hope so. I really hope so. Because I would like to some football. When does the USFL start? I don't even remember it last year. Like, was the USFL a thing last year? I'm pretty sure it was. I think people were talking about it last offseason. I don't remember exactly, but I'm definitely gonna try to check that out and try to watch. I think it's interesting. Any other word on tomorrow about the McAfee show? I don't know. They haven't really said anything. I don't know. Pat McAfee could have been just like teasing a little bit because they knew everyone would jump to that, and he wants to get some viewers back from vacation. He's having a good time. And no disrespect if that's what it is, yeah, do your thing. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at him, but it could be something. But nothing has leaked. I don't think nothing would leak. So you know what I mean, Nathan. I see your question, but I'm gonna get to some voicemails because someone else has asked that question, and I don't want to answer all the questions before we play the voicemails. This is my first real voicemail show. We're going to do a lot more of these. I'm going to get everyone's take. The thing I like about the voicemail show, and eventually I will take live calls probably. I'm going to try to ease into that a little bit. But the thing I like about the voicemail show, because it's just me blathering my mouth up here. I don't know. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan just like everyone else who watches and who listens to my stuff. So I think the voicemail thing brings everyone in. Plus, I just like talking football with people. So I think it's cool to give everybody a take, give everybody a chance who like maybe wouldn't be able to be on a pod. But first of all, anyone can do a podcast. Anyone can. You don't even need equipment. Like when I first started, I had nothing. But for this show, like, engagement, interaction, I think it's fun to bring people in and have a good time. But let's get to the first voicemail over here. Let's hope this thing works, right?
Hey, Matt, go Pack, go. Hey, I was wondering, how can Aaron Rodgers redeem himself after all of these losses in the playoffs? I mean, Packers should have had about at least 3 Super Bowls by now. Now, my theory is how he can redeem himself is if he goes 17-0. If he goes 17-0 and wins a Super Bowl, then people will put him back into the he's clutch and he's one of the greatest ever. What do you think, Matt?
All right. So first of all, if I get a lot of people are talking about Aaron Rodgers, especially this offseason, these playoffs. The Packers only scored 10 points, and the special teams did what they did, but you got to score more than 10 points in the playoffs. You're the MVP. You're the 2-time MVP. One of the better offenses in the league. You got to do more. But I think anyone who doesn't think Rodgers is clutch, I don't know. He's clutch to me still. But yeah, if you went 17-0 and won a Super Bowl, yeah, there would be no more talk about anything. If you won 17-0, or it would actually be 18-0 now, and then went on to win a Super Bowl. No, it would be 17-0 because it was. Anyways, math is tough. But yeah, if they went undefeated and won a Super Bowl, yeah, all that talk would be done. But yeah, I get the talk about Aaron Rodgers. You can't win playoffs, but even though he went to the NFC Championship game the last 2 seasons, not this last one. But yeah, I get Aaron Rodgers deserves some criticism, but I don't think it's not all him. The special teams was horrible, but you got to score more than 10 points. You're the quarterback. You get all the praise. If the offense does fantastic, you got to take some of the criticism when the offense doesn't do so good. You know what I mean? So people always say you defend Aaron Rodgers no matter what. No, I've criticized Aaron Rodgers. The offense can't score 10 points in the playoffs at home and expect to win. You just can't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys. We need to bring some of those back. Jim brings this up. He says, I loved his Hail Marys. Just saying. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary situation back in the day, remember that when everyone was just praising Aaron Rodgers? Dude, Aaron Rodgers is just a target for just trash talking, especially over on the Colin Cowherd show. I think, before we get to the next voicemail, I think that there should be a show dedicated to critiquing. I wouldn't say criticizing, critiquing the guys who critique the players, like Colin Cowherd. All right, maybe someone should keep track of their L's, keep track of all the times that they're wrong. The Skip Bayless, all the big TV guys, not the little I wouldn't say little reporter guys, but I'm not like a bash of all the whole media, but the guys who make a living talking about sports. Jim Rome, who I absolutely love, but Colin Cowherd and Skip Bayless, I don't love so much. But those guys who talk all day, every day about sports, they're wrong sometimes. But when they're wrong, they kind of just tiptoe past it. They don't want to talk about it no more. But maybe someone should make a show talking about them. You know what I mean? Nathan said, you don't defend Rodgers. You just take a middle of the road view on things instead of outrage culture. Yeah, I just don't trash Rod. I don't trash Packers. I am a homer. People talk, I'm a homer. Yeah, I'm not trying to be ESPN. I'm not trying to be FS1. I'm not trying to be on the radio. I'm not. I'm a Packer fan. And but offense didn't do what they should have done. They lost, and people could blame the special teams, which a lot of people will, and a lot of people should. But also the offense, you got to do better. The defense did their job. Special teams definitely didn't, but the offense still got to score more than 10 points. You know what I mean? They still got to score more than 10 points. I don't think that's a reason for people to. I think Rodgers is criticized a little too much. He's just trash. You know what I mean? He deserves some criticism. I gave him some after the game. I'm just not going to bash him for the whole offseason. All that he has done, he won MVP, and I get MVP doesn't matter if you don't win a Super Bowl, but it is what it is. Packers didn't win a Super Bowl. I moved on from that. You know what I mean? I moved on from that. We got a Bears fan in here, people. And he's the person that said he loved the Hail Marys. There you go. What's up, John, the Bears fan? You know what I mean? I like having Bears fans pipe up in here every now and again. We're having a good time over here. Let's get to the second voicemail over here.
What up, buddy? Let's get a Go Pack Go. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be back this Tuesday. Hopefully get a news on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow. And Yeah, let's go ahead and get another, hopefully run one back this year, buddy. All right, man. Have a great night. Bye.
All right, so that was my guy, Mark. Tunes in every day. He's in the comment section over here today. But yeah, I absolutely believe Aaron Rodgers is coming back. I believe they hired his old quarterbacks coach for that reason, pulled him out of retirement. Right, he's retired. I don't think he's coming out of retirement to coach Jordan Love. He probably knows something that we don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers is coming back. I know some people are excited about that. Some people are not so happy about it. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it is. But with Aaron Rodgers, within Packer fans, just NFL fans in general, or just like the public, a lot of people have an opinion on Aaron Rodgers right now. And, I'm good with it. I have no idea. Like, obviously, there's a cap situation. If he comes back, like, will they have to extend him and all that? There's smarter people than me that are going to discuss the cap situation. But I think Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Like, Devontae Adams, that's another story. I have no idea. Can they tag? I think the tag is coming up here really quick. And that's why I think Aaron Rodgers is probably going to speak on Pat McAfee tomorrow, because Pat McAfee hinted out that a big star was going to come on. Or he didn't say big star, but a big guest was going to come on. He said he wanted to give that. He wanted to let the Packers know if he's retired or not before the franchise tag, or tell him like what he plans on doing. And I think a lot of that is just like, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? I think there's conversations happen behind closed doors, but he wants to let them know like what is what before that franchise tag, because they have to make a decision with Devontae Adams. But here we go. We got John the Bear fan. He says Matt will have to make some sort of bet when the Bears destroy the Packers next season. You have no idea how many Bear fans like say that to me, and I've actually made some bets like years ago with Bears fans that like on social media, and they never do what they say. One dude was supposed to shave his head with put a G on it. Didn't happen. You know what I mean? Didn't happen. Let's get to the next call over here.
Jawan Howard needs to go. That's all, Matt. Love your show. Later.
I appreciate the call. We kind of talked about this before. He got a 5-game suspension. He's suspended for the rest of the season, the rest of the regular season. But he'll be there come tournament time. I don't know. If he got fired, I've been like, all right, I get it. But he wasn't. I'm not going to be like an outrage over it. It was a slap. I think college coaches shouldn't be out there slapping other coaches. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We got Jim says, will Devontae Adams stay though? That's a tough question. You know what I mean? Like, can the Packers afford him? Like, will I think they're probably gonna franchise tag him. That's just my feeling. That they don't normally franchise tag players, but they can't just let Devontae Adams walk. So like, they got to try to get under the cap to franchise tag him, because you can't just franchise tag guys if you don't have the money under the cap. So they got to get under the cap before they can franchise tag them, as far as I understand. And like, but I think they're definitely not going to give him up without a fight. That's for sure. Let's get the next call over here.
Jawan Howard.
That's the wrong one.
Hey, Matt. Go Pack, go indeed. Big fan of the show. And I just had a quick question to get your input on what you think is going on with the coaching contract for Matt LaFleur. Just based on the first 3 years he's been in Green Bay, I mean, the guy's done absolutely incredible. And I feel like you're starting to see coaching contracts, like especially the one with Cincinnati, coming up. And I was just wondering, I think he's only got 2 years left on his current deal. So just wondering, is that normal to kind of wait for the last year or two of a coach's contract if they've had as much success as he had? Or if the Packers might be working on maybe something else for him. So yeah, wasn't quite sure. Would love to get your thoughts. And yeah, have a great day. Go Pack, go. Bye.
That was an excellent call. That was a very good call. Very, 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 very good voicemail. When I first heard it, I was like, that's a beautiful call right here. But I think it's a great subject. All right. So Matt LaFleur signed a 4-year contract. And this will be his 4th year in that contract, you know? He went to the NFC Championship game the first 2 years, and then this was his 3rd season, lost in the divisional game. So next season will be his 4th year. And I believe that there's a 5th year option, because I asked somebody, someone smarter than me. I was like, when I got this question, I want to make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about. So I don't think any coach wants to play, like, especially a guy who went to the playoffs 3 years in a row, 2 NFC Championship games. Lost in the divisional round this year, not so good. But I don't think that they want to be playing in the last year of their deal, and nobody wants no quarterback wants to be playing in his final year unless he wants to possibly become a free agent like Brady did. But I do think LaFleur will get re-signed at some point. Like he's a playoff coach. Like so much hate on LaFleur because he has Aaron Rodgers. It's ridiculous. People I saw Colin Cowherd. Like I don't follow Colin Cowherd, but he pops up on my Facebook page, and because I'm a troll, I respond, I comment, I troll him a little bit. So now he's always on my page, and sometimes I try to watch some of his stuff. I think he's the absolute worst. I think he's good at what he does. He's good at talking, better than me. But everything he says is just horrible, though. But I think Matt LaFleur deserves respect as a coach. I saw a Facebook post. They were like, "Is Matt LaFleur among the great young head coaches?" And people were arguing that he's not. How is Matt LaFleur not one of the great young head coaches? I'm not saying he's the best. We're not putting him in the Hall of Fame. We're not saying he's better than Bill Belichick, but he's obviously one of the young head coaches that are doing great jobs. His first 3 years, NFC Championship game, first 2 years, lost, his first playoff game this season. So I get you're going to critique. Shouldn't have lost that game. Everyone involved is going to, have a little blame on this season. But to say Matt LaFleur isn't among the young great head coaches in this league is ridiculous. He is. Yeah, he's got to get over the hump. He's got to win the Super Bowl. That's the goal. But he's obviously one of the greats. Mark says, any word on Campbell extension? There is actually no word that I've heard. He was in Green Bay yesterday. He posted on it, I think from the hotel across the street from Lambeau Field. He had the little eye emoji. So he was in Green Bay for a reason. I think he was trying to express that. I don't know if they got it done, but a lot of people, like Andy Herman was saying on Twitter, I believe, just because a deal didn't get done doesn't mean a deal won't get done. And maybe because we don't know about it, maybe it did. I assume that we'd probably would have known by now if it did, but it could still happen. Campbell could still get a deal. It could still get done. I think that there's that void cut off. I think that means that there could be some cat penalties. It could be more pricey, but a deal could definitely still get done. I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I think it could have. Let's get to another call over here.
Hey, Matt.
Wrong one. All right, let's go over here.
Hey, Matt. MLF needs to know how to run the ball better with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. If he's a disciple from the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree, he should be doing some creative stuff, just like Kyle Shanahan in the run game. The Packers have arguably the best number 1 and 2 running game punch in the whole league, but it doesn't seem like it, man. That NFC divisional game that was lost, we needed to lean on the run more. Maybe we could have escaped with Dillon running the ball more, but he broke his ribs. Anyway, man, we just got to figure out a better way of running the ball.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's a great call. And actually, that call was from last week, but I don't think I got to it on my first call-in show, so I wanted to get to that one. But yeah, the Packers need to run the ball more. A.J. Dillon got hurt because they put him on special team because special team was atrocious and he ended up breaking a rib. But yeah, the Packers, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, one of the, I would say arguably one of the best running duels in the league. You got to run the ball more. I get that you have Aaron Rodgers and all, Devontae Adams and everything, but run the ball more. I think everyone's been screaming that all offseason. Run the ball more. You know what I mean? This is a good question right here from Scott. He says, Matt, do you think Packers will keep Mason Crosby? I actually was thinking that Mason Crosby was going to retire. I still have faith in Mason Crosby. I don't know his contract situation at all, but I still have faith in him. I know a lot of people are down on him, but I think a lot of those misses has to do with the whole exchange, the snapper, the holder, the kicker, the whole thing. It's a whole thing. We've been talking about it all season. Pat McAfee kind of broke it down better than anyone can. And like if one thing is off, like the whole thing is off. So like I still have faith in Mason Crosby. Will they? I would suspect in training camp if he does return, they would bring in some competition. But like Mason Crosby, man, he's been a Packer forever, but that doesn't matter because ain't no love in this game. You know, they might love you, but they'll replace you in a minute if they think someone can do it better. But I was kind of thinking that he might retire, and maybe he still will. I don't know. He's been in this game for a long, long time. I think it'll be interesting. But I think come training camp, if he does plan on sticking around, I think he'll have some competition, which I think is kind of good. I think that there always is, but sometimes it's not real competition. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, absolutely. All right, what's up, Shane? He said, "Thanks for answering, brother." Dude, that's what this thing is. You know what I mean? This is an interactive show. All right, I think I might have one more on here. Let me just check real quick. Let me check over here real quick one time. Oh yeah, we got one more on the hook over here. Why isn't this thing working? Oh yeah, hang on.
Go Pack Go. What do you think the contingency plan is if Rodgers doesn't come back? Is Love the next option, or what do you think? Thanks, Will Bruner.
That is actually a really, really good question. All right. So if Aaron Rodgers isn't back, for whatever reason, Aaron Rodgers is not back. They trade him, whatever, retires, whatever the situation, Aaron Rodgers is not back. What do the Packers do? Do they stick with Jordan Love? Do they try to find a veteran? That's a really good question for smart people. I'm not one of those people, but I'm going to try to take a dive at it real quick. I saw on Twitter today, I forget his name. Was it Albright? I forget his first name now. But I think a smart fella from NFL Network was saying the Packers are not really high on Jordan Love. As I don't think anyone really knows, but he seemed to think they do, and he's someone somewhat trusted. I think so. So he's saying that the Packers aren't really high. I don't know if the Packers are really giving out that information, but maybe it leaks somehow, whatever. I'm not sure like what the Packers feel, Matt LaFleur, Goot, what they feel about Jordan Love, but would they go with Jordan Love? I think that they would definitely have if Aaron Rodgers is not there, they would definitely want to have a veteran backup. Kurt Benkert, my guy. Ain't no disrespect. But I think that they would try to want to have a safety plan in there. Depends like if is Devontae back, if Aaron Rodgers isn't there. Do they have him? Do they feel like they have a team that can win now? So then if they have a team that can win now, or they feel that can win now, they're going to want to have the best quarterback available, like the best quarterback that they can possibly get to try to make a run at this thing. Or if they think, we're probably not going to win, we can go through the stumbles and, get through it, kind of like the Vikings and the Bears always do. You know what I mean? There's no reality of winning the thing. Let's let our quarterback go through the stumbles. Let's let our quarterback learn a little bit. Then maybe they go with Jordan Love. But yeah, I think that they would definitely want to have someone competent behind him and someone that can help him, a backup that can help him. Maybe that's Kurt Benkert. I love me some Kurt Benkert. But I think that having a veteran around Jordan Love, though, I think would be ideal if Jordan Love was to play. And then if he's not their guy, though, like that's the thing. If Jordan Love is not their guy, if they know he's not their guy, they got to swallow the pride and be like, all right, we made a bad pick and we got to move on. However that is, trade him. I don't care if it's a 4th round pick. If you don't think he's your guy, you just got to move on. You can't be prideful about it. And this ain't no hate about Jordan Love. I'm saying because I have no idea. I ain't a scout. I ain't no expert. I have no idea. Never watched him practice. If I did, I still wouldn't know. But if they don't believe Jordan Love is their guy, then they got to move on. They got to just keep her moving and maybe bring in a veteran, have Kurt back up the veteran. I don't know who that veteran would be. But yeah, if Aaron Rodgers isn't there, like they're going to have some situations. They're going to have a lot of decisions to make. You know what I mean? A lot of decisions. But real quick, I want to talk to y'all real quick. I'm going to be doing a live podcast to benefit veterans, benefit the great veterans of America, men and women who go out there and risk their life, do their thing. And we are doing a live event. We're gonna have a raffle. I'm gonna be giving away. I'm donating Devontae Adams autographed helmet, and they also have a bunch of other stuff which I don't have listed right now, but I will really soon. But every donation will receive a number: $25 for one number, or 3 for $50. Winners will be announced on my show on March 26, 2022. We're going to be doing a live show at a restaurant, River City Diner in O'Connell, Wisconsin. All right, so one number for $25, 3 numbers for $50. Now, I'm going to read what they wrote, because they have a great foundation for these veterans. All right. All right, so the Fallen Outdoors live event. That's what it is. TFO Wisconsin needs your help. We are looking to raise money to get more of our nation's heroes into great outdoors. We are offering this virtual raffle to you now until March 25th at 6 p.m. For every $25 donation, you will be given a number. We will also run a special 3 numbers for $50. By the end of each week, now until the 25th, you will receive an email from one of the staffers with a number. When Matt's live show kicks off on the 26th, we will draw a number and announce winners throughout the show. We've got quite a few guided fishing trips to help to give away, including a trip from our friends at Zero Dark 30 Outfitters. Veteran owned and operated. We've also got some prize packages, some cool patriotic metal art, and even a Devontae Adams signed helmet, loads of gift cards, and more. Please consider helping our cause and donate today. So let me just explain real quick what this is. This is a group of veterans helping veterans. This is nothing to do with me. I'm just going to do a live show and try to help them out a little bit. But this is veterans. Veterans come home, sometimes they're struggling. And these are veterans that come together. They go fishing. They do a lot of outdoor activities. They do, in the winter and the summer, they do all types of different activities to like stay together and talk about. I'm going to have him come on the show and talk about, because I feel weird talking about, because what the hell do I know about any of this? But I'm pumped up to be a small part about this. But I'm going to have a lot more details. You can go to mattramageshow.com. I have a web page on my website that gives all the information and where you can donate. I'm going to have all the raffle items on there soon, but you can get involved and help out a great cause. You know what I mean? And I will have the person I'm working with that is putting this on my show soon, so he can actually tell you like exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? But let's move on. And it's a great cause. I'm glad to be a part of it. What is up, Vinny? I see my man Vinny jumping up over here in the comments. He's an Eagles fan. He's an Eagles fan, people. We got an Eagles fan over here. Why am I'm trying to get it up here? What is up, bro? All right, so I think I'm gonna head up out this thing. Yeah, I appreciate you, Shane. We got ourselves a vet in the comments. Yeah, so I think actually I'm really pumped for like this whole live show to help out vets. I feel weird talking about, because like I'm like the furthest thing away from it. You know what I mean? I'm like I get winded running. You know, it's cold. You run to your truck. Oh, it's cold. I get winded doing that. So like, but I'm gonna have the founder, or like the person that's in control of this, come on the show real soon this month for sure, leading up to this live. And I think it's gonna be good. And also next season, I'm going to be doing a live event at a bar. Like for the first Packers home game, I'll be live at a bar, and it's a good size bar. And that's also going to be for a charity thing. Like I don't know exactly what that'll be for yet, but I want to do more and more, as much as I can, to help out different causes. You know, I mean, veterans obviously is a great cause. I think everyone should want to help veterans and all that they do. But go Pack, go people! Big shout out to the Fallen Outdoors. All right, big shout out to Quick Trip, and let's get out this thing. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all listening, and be sure to keep hammering that number. Be part of the show. All right, I think it's real fun getting the voicemails. I think it's not the Matt Ramage Show, the People's Show. All right, we're gonna make it the People's Show, because I think that's way more fun than just listening to me blather on for an hour. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast if you're not. The Matt Ramage Show, Spotify, iTunes, all the places that you listen to podcasts. Also on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm also on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm also on Instagram. I'm on every place you can post content, people. Go Pack, go. Thanks for